Hey, welcome back everyone to CEOtaku the 7th out here, and we're going to be adding some R's to your life. That's right, we're back with Plus R Guilty Gear action out here. I'm Ryudo, and I'm joined with my man Ralph here. How you doing?
I'm doing great. It is great to hang out with you here at CEOtaku in Orlando, Florida for another amazing fighting game event, anime-centric with a lot of other fun stuff, and we're capping off Friday with Plus R top 24 into top 8.
Right. This is going to be some insane action the entire way here. Like, we have all Guilty Gear here today. So if you tuned in today and you're like, oh, well, I don't want to miss anything or something like that, we got you covered. We have the rest of Guilty Gear happening here all the way for the rest of the night here, ending at about 10 p.m. So definitely stay tuned. Grab some snacks, maybe a carbonated beverage. We're going to bring you to hot action out here.
Exactly. It's looking fantastic with just the amount of players that come out. Once again, people grinding Plus R online consistently, getting much stronger. This top 24 has got a lot of variety with a lot of the players who we've seen throughout the years in the loser side. Right. And that's kind of a big thing about it. Folks who've made a return, like Skeletal Minion, getting their bearings again, but making top 24. You see them on screen and on stage right now. But you have people like Mahouko in loser side, Woocash in loser side. It's crazy.
It's really crazy. And one of the big things that have kind of been talked about a little bit, and I mean, I'm sure some of you saw Jabali's tweet about some of the biggest states representing out here at CEOtaku. The third state is North Carolina. And they're the ones who are kind of doing some of the damage out here. I believe it was Gdom who knocked Skeletal Minion into the loser side. So it's like, okay, so North Carolina's been playing in their own circle, really powering up. And so, like, now they're sitting on the winner's side against some of these ledges out here. And the ledges are going out of here. Skeletal Minion versus MrPomegranX.
Yeah, this is something big here. This is the loser side. So we had starting out with the elimination match. Soul Bad Guy versus Skeletal Minion's one and only ABBA. So as we're seeing, ABBA already in Moroha mode is going to go for the super mode. Going to activate. Power's coming out. Big damage incoming.
Right. Now we're getting the damage in the corner here. Skeletal Minion does not drop these. He's an absolute legend when it comes to these actions. And even if it resets, he's just kind of ready for every little, like, oh, well, I knew that was going to drop there anyway. Here's like my, 2 to 3 step plan.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I know the part where you can pop out. I'm ready for it. I'm making it work. So right now, again, 6 heavy off the wall. Get that blood pack. Activate. Put pressure. Blocking the burst. No knock for me. Knockdown. This is so scary here for MrPomegranX, who gets the knockdown here. That's a big part with Soul Bad Guy.
Yep.
Oh,
actually, this is the second part. That's unfortunate.
And a great challenge. It's a big part. Gonna activate Goku Moroha one more time off the wall, corner to corner.
Can we get that stun there? We're still really close. MrPomegranX is running for their life right now. Those boots are walking away from ABBA, and this might be enough in one way or the other. There it is, the stun, but the damage is enough anyway.
Yeah. Clean block, clean finish. Skeletal Minion doing an excellent job of, again, just being aware of what the opponent's options are and making those checkmate scenarios. So game number 2, already MrPomegranX is trying to get that space, knowing that they'll have a slight advantage, but the tech jump key grab into activation, getting a clean hit. You don't got to burst, you got to block all this pressure.
And yeah, it only gets worse from here. We activate the Super Motor mode, and now we got massive damage to the corner here. There's no burst on MrPomegranX's side. Yeah, just going to get out of it because the life lead is so insane after that recovery.
Yeah, well done. There's the 2D and that good finish. Skeletal Minion just finding every hit, confirming it, making it look easy. But having to work super hard, especially with a character like ABBA, who's so temperamental.
Right.
The most popular voted character. Tied with Slayer.
Yeah, I actually saw that too, and I was like, you know what? I think people like Skeletal Minion out here are the ones who are like feeling the power, like, wow, ABBA is kind of cool, kind of sick nasty with it.
Yeah, ever since Bridget got into the game, right, for Strive, ABBA's showing up that she is trying to get there too, and MrPomegranX getting a challenge, getting a hit. Oh, I like that tech mash from Skeletal Minion. Try to get a command grab in between. Didn't work out.
Right, a little bit unfortunate there. Got the counter hit there, but gets to the corner, but it's no problem once again. Skeletal Minion gets back into the mode here. And it's wild throw. You make my health low. Oh no, it dropped combo. Wild throw.
And MrPomegranX powered up by Ryudo's nice little riff there. Getting around and showing up on the board here. There's the slide, almost low profile to jump in. This is a good challenge here. The burst into activation. Gonna have to use the blood pack for it. But oh no, MrPomegranX right in the corner. Gonna take a lot of damage here with the Fuzzy Wuzzies.
Oh, that was so fuzzy right now. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear, but now MrPomegranX does not care. Hitting that DP out of the corner, they're getting an opportunity. Gonna block it, absolutely. But that's still plus, baby.
Okay, empty jump throw, here we go. There's the burst.
Oh,
we don't go full screen with those here. Skeletal Minion with the 2 to 1-0 in the hearty handshake. Back from a tumultuous time where Skeletal Minion, who has been hoping and waiting for their chance to get back into the +R saddle and showing that looking as strong as he ever did.
Right, right. You know, we were kind of talking about it earlier that, okay, it is kind of a surprise that someone at the level of Skeletal Minion, who we're used to seeing in the top 3 and usually top 2 for like the past so many years, got pushed into losers quite early. But we saw right there, that doesn't mean that Skeletal Minion is not playing strongly or anything like that. Skeletal Minion is absolutely on point. And yes, life does get in the way for all of us, but that dude is still cooking out here.
Yeah, 100%. It's just, again, we talked a little bit before we started the stream going. It's all about how you play with the hands you're dealt, and he is playing it really, really well. And just like he's playing in +R here, it's looking really good as they're trying to, you know, going to losers so early. It's always a little bit rough, but you get more matches, you get more warmed up, and you start shining here as, again, they have the luxury of being able to play the entire night to finish the tournament. You know, they don't have to worry about getting cold overnight. They're just going to be playing until we have a champion, you know, from top 24 to top 8. And now we are setting up with our next match on deck. And once again, we're gonna see a lot of the cast.
Yes.
That's the nice part of it. You know, all across North America, United States, we have just great representation of so many of this awesome cast in +R. You know, you'll see ElvenShadow a little later, who made it in winner's side. One of the few like legacy players who made a top 24 winner's side. For that Faust will be there. But a lot of these other online warriors who've been climbing the ranks are going to be trying to see if they can't knock ElvenShadow down.
Right, right. And like to go back to like a little previous to the conversation, we were talking about like the representation from North Carolina and everything like that. And we do have one of the representatives coming in here right now. Jiga is actually from the North Carolina scene and has been leveling up so much over the past year. And it's actually a little bit of a great story, at least on my personal behalf, because, you know, when I first came to the state, I was new guy, like the only Faust player out there and everything like that. Jiga was the only person who would be at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. When I wake up, he's going to bed. We're crossing like 2 roller coasters with zombies and humans on each side. And, you know, we played a lot. And over time, Jiga has gotten so freaking strong that I'm just at the point like I can't even touch you anymore. Actually,
what have I created?
Yeah,
you were made a monster.
Yeah,
that's kind of what you want to see, because like, hey, you know, you want to bring in people and make them stronger, just so that you know that when it's time for someone to play on stage, when you're on the desk commentary and they're on stage, you're like, yes. I'm not doing it anymore like that, but that means y'all can, and y'all make me proud.
Yeah, me nodding to myself and saying, yes, this is my fault. I deserve credit for this. And Jiga's over like, I'm the one who was going through the blood, sweat, and tears to get up here. And it's like, no, that was me. That was me. I was struggling really hard. I had to tell you knowledge, tips, how to beat my character. Hey, so much work.
It's a fair trade-off, right? You're going to be talking them up right now, hyping them up. So he has to pay respects to you, because you could air all those dirty secrets out, but you won't, because you're a nice guy.
Exactly. I'm the nicest one out there. That's why they put me on the mic, baby. All right, so Jiga does have a few characters that they can kind of go with. Anji, Ino, and Jam are kind of the main 3. So it looks like that we are going to have a Jam this time, because does not like the Ino matchup at all. Has really been vocal about it.
All right, going to have a nice little Jam session here as Ceehill with the Ino is going to be putting some pressure and trying to rush down. So it's going to be the hard part. They're both high-flying, fast-moving characters. But Ino with this good pressure, although the parry immediately into throw. No combo, though.
Yeah,
Ino is a light one, so you got to make sure you make those adjustments.
Oh, but those cards are on deck right now. Like you said, you got to work with the cards you've been dealt with. And right now, Jiga has all the cards, baby. And the defense as well to boot. Jiga's defense is absolutely insane. And we throw in a character who you played and you know how to defend against them, it just gets all the more worse here. So let's see if Ceehill's able to break them open. Doing a great job so far with those stroke the big trees.
Yeah, I mean, for a fast-paced match, still a lot of health on both sides. Not a lot of damage coming out as they're just trying to get this spacing. There's the puffball off the wall.
Yeah, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man coming out here.
Yeah, a little bit cream-filled damage, not enough to really kind of stop Ceehill from going. There's the force break note.
Ooh, but keeping it locked down here. Definitely going to sweeten the deal for another stroke the big tree. And a nice JH's in the corner there. No burst to speak of, but gets the throw anyway. Doesn't get the conversion again. That's so unfortunate.
Right. So anyone's game to wake up super, though. It's going to connect. There's the note. Slow your roll. Gets the low. And Ceehill with that first game up against Jiga.
And that was a huge round. That was like all like 60, 70 seconds in there. So they were really playing a huge game of neutral, acknowledging that, hey, we can both kill each other at any given time here. Put down the gun. It's like, no, you put it down first.
Oh, exactly. It's just the pressure. Oh, no, we do not put down the gun, right? We always keep that loaded, ready to go. And there's the damage off of it. And now cards are stacked. Throw, it comes out. It's going to be a nice little hard knockdown.
Yep, there we
Into
go.
more pressure.
No full confirm, but oh, that JD in there. When it work again.
All right, challenge though. And a lot of resources here. I mean, an execution heavy character. There's the FRC into some pressure. Ceehill gets the slash back, but gets tossed for their troubles. Jiga tying up the rounds, and it's going to be huge to see who takes game 1 here.
Right. And I'm starting to see the pressure from Jiga, start ramping up a little bit here, getting a little bit more confidence, like doing the parry and doing actions after it, and kind of rushing in here. So that's a very strong part of Jiga. Let's see if Ceehill's able to keep up with this.
And so far, so good. Trading blows and getting some hits, but the far slash into some pressure. Puffball time.
Oh, that was so good, actually. Recognizing the counter hit and just going immediately into cards after that. That was so clean. Oh, and that falling JK as well. Oh, sick, nasty Ceehill.
Yeah. Doesn't get much damage as they want. Wall the wall. It's going to be able to tech. Oh, no stroke here. All right, this is a family-friendly stream.
Yeah. We can't talk about the large balls on screen or anything like that, but Jiga's hopefully to get more on there. Maybe a pair of them if possible.
Oh, we're just flying. Everyone is just throwing meter left and right. It's a big old mess here.
And speaking of throwing in here at the same time, just going to go for the cards again. Not confident in the throw. Does it again. Yo, Jiga, you sick nasty. Think he can confirm this time? Absolutely. Let's get it in.
All right, just enough. And that's Jiga with that first game. Taking it all the way down to that last round. Time was really running down. Again, both players knowing how toxic this matchup can be, and they're just taking their time until they can start the party.
Right, exactly. And like, I love the neutral they're kind of playing around each other. This is a lot more like movement heavy than I would have honestly expected. I would expect it from a jam to like really go in with a lot of puffballs and puffballs only, because case in point right there, it earns so much in terms of damage and actually positioning, but they're actually kind of respecting each other very, very well. Jiga's defense is so good on top of everything.
Yeah, extra well done. On the other side, though, gets cut out. Ceehill with the life lead and some damage. Nice FRC into that full combo. It's going to be enough to finish it. That was, even Jiga turning his head, nodding like that was high.
Right. It's like it takes one to know one type of situation. Jiga's like, yeah, I know what you did there and how it was kind of sick nasty. I like it.
Again, this Eno is not a character in plus R for the faint of heart or faint of hands.
Yeah, exactly. But the defense is on here. Goes for a low. Gets more knockdown. The notes are out here. Beautiful song, but the pressure right now.
Oh, try to get the reset into the throw. Didn't quite work out. Jiga now with corner pressure. Putting some on there. Just going to feint a throw, but instead we're going to see dead angle into pressure. Ceehill trying to tie things up with the puffball past the notes.
Yo, the force break was so sick for that as well to go through that. That was so clean. And just chasing down right now. Looking kind of like a Purifyws player. Chasing up in midair as much as possible. The damage is high again off this, but can't get the finisher.
Yeah, all that free space here as Ceehill burns just to get rid of pressure. Has a round to give, so I don't disagree to the reset off the FRC. Good pressure. A lot of a lot of damage on potential on the table. What a countering combo. That should be the round.
It is black beat for sure, but hey, it doesn't matter at all. As long as you get the rest of it before the opponent techs out, you're good to go.
Yeah, I love just every small decision here. Every big little call out. Another black beat combo. You can't just hold the button to tech. You got to mash so hard just to get out of these situations, and right now it is Ceehill under so much pressure.
Yeah, and Jiga's life bar is looking as green as the Eno that Ceehill is playing right now, because Jiga's working on a perfect here, but there's a lot to go for Ceehill's side. That's what the knockdown. Overhead again? Yes.
I like the challenge, 2S, just to avoid getting hit by face pull of dragon. Here goes the pressure again. Oh, a stand dust just flips him off.
Yeah.
How rude.
Yeah. All right, tries to go for a little bit of an early JH, and just sails over it once again. And you can hear the crowd just a little bit giving their high fives and applaud to Jiga, who's out here representing North Carolina and is not going to be the only one doing it. That was amazing work, keeping up the strength, keeping up the defense the entire time despite everything.
Yeah, every little thing, every little decision, right? Knowing what they have readily available, and you saw just as soon as the full screen note was even approaching in neutral, that dragon just flies right through, and it is just, it's one of those things of like, you think you're just safe. Oh, this is a character that she's got to run it, she's quick, but I'm safe from full screen. I don't have anything to wear.
Right.
Yep.
It's scary when your projectile turns into like a mix-up game, right? It's like, well, am I going to go high or low? Am I going to either, shoot myself over the note, or am I going to try to do something that puts my hurt box a little bit lower so I can go under it? You have to guess, and you might be wrong about that. And if you're wrong, it was nice knowing you, buddy. I'll see you in the afterlife.
That's right. And that's so, again, classic fighting game, a lot of little things like that where there's so many things to think about, so many cool tools that characters have, you know, cool depending on your point of view. Depending on your point of view when you're fighting Jam, but it's just one of those little things that you can really like appreciate because it's just any micro little decision can blow up in your face. So
exactly,
you know,
exactly.
Good stuff. They're gonna keep moving on, and we'll see more Jam slash, you know, we said Anji and other characters a little bit later, but now I think we're going to the winner side.
Yeah. So we got Gravyjones, neighborhood Zappa player, absolute monstrosity, loves that sword. I mean, which Zappa player doesn't? But I feel like they're really strong with it. Going against OmegaTomHanks, the Potemkin of all time, but also the progenitor of a lot of the plus R qualities of life that we've received recently with, like, you know, the more portable systems and computers and how to set that up, and has been traveling around firsthand to make sure that these setups work properly at these events and everything. So big love to OmegaTomHanks as well.
Yeah, big part of making sure everything runs nice and smooth in the community. Always hosting other events too. There is a special like state versus state exhibition that's still happening later this weekend as well. So they're putting it all together, and now they're in the winner's side here. Going up against the Gravyjones though, ups to him because I mean, taking down Mahouko in pools, sending them in the top 24 qualifying match to the loser side, where Mahouko is always heavily considered one of the favorites to go extremely far, make top 3s, top 8s, no problem. But now Gravyjones saying, hold up. You know, there might be a little bit you're godlike, but I am too, and I play Zappa. So it's like a combination, right? It's 2 extra parts that just elevate you.
You're out here trying to take credit as well. I understand entirely.
So we'll see. This is going to be a rough and tumble match for Potemkin. So many things with Zappa that I can put out and just control around the screen. And then once you're under pressure, there's only so much that Potemkin can do. He can backdash and hope he gets out.
A few flicks in there might be okay here and there, but beyond that, like, this is the opportunity that OmegaTomHanks has. Try to not lose the corner from here, but at this point, once again, the sword comes out and the games begin, and it's just so hard to deal with.
Yeah, because I mean, like Hammerfall being a tool with armor, all these 2 hits from the sword can be so good on pressure, but the way the DP getting punished, there's the knockdown. This is where Potemkin can shine.
Wow. Oh, that was scary, but good stuff there. Nonetheless, there, Gravyjones is going to take advantage of the situation.
Ooh, right through the Dan angle, but the invincibility carrying over pretty well now.
Yeah.
Gravyjones, one more good combo away from taking the first round away.
All right, well, we have the corner again, gets the scoops. All right, one and done. There's one more opportunity here, gonna get the hard knockdown. Are we gonna see a safe jump in? Try to maybe bait out the DP. Yes, absolutely, but
he's the wake up dog!
Wake up dog, what's up dog? And oh no, that's so unfortunate there.
Oh,
but
counter hit, wait a minute.
Yep.
OTG could have did it, the 5K!
Yeah, that was really good from OmegaTomHanks, backing out a little bit just in case he decided to DP. And once Gravyjones reacted to that, press the button immediately.
Oh, unfortunately, too far away to get anything substantial. There was the summon. We have the sword available. This is a tough part for OmegaTomHanks. Trying to fly away with the tech. Nice air throw. Gravyjones saying, hold up. You are stuck in this corner.
Yeah.
Until.
I was going to say, Gravyjones, you know, ability to air throw is just like, it's just as thick as the name, honestly. He's just doing such a good job. Every time you want to jump out there, covers all the angles very, very well. And that's what makes Gravyjones so scary to play against. Is so good at that one-player game and really subverting your expectations as much as possible.
Yeah, exactly. You see that there. And now that they have the momentum and they have so many good things going for them. Nice FRC. There's the pressure with the knockdown. Looks good. Setup-wise, big command grab. OmegaTomHanks says never say never.
Yep. Oh, blocked it this time. Going to do good damage off of your game. One more safe jump to go. But ends up on the other side. Doesn't touch anything. That's unfortunate. But still, 50 meters to speak of. There's some possibilities for OmegaTomHanks here. Good flick.
All right, there's the FRC once again trying to move forward. Pixels of life left. Got to be careful here. And potted plant clocks him out, and the crowd goes wild for Zappa. Who would have knew?
Right. Who pots the pot? We just found out here today, live on twitch.tv.com.
Oh, well, don't pray for OmegaTomHanks. He's got enough of that going on for him right now. 6K? Oh, with a challenge, it's a 5P.
Yeah.
After it whiffs.
Kind of surprised a little bit that it whiffed there, but hey, you know, you take what you can get there, but we're back in the corner again. There's no burst on Gravyjones' side, so yeah, I was going to say one more buster will do it. And there we go.
Let him know, blast him off, and that's going to be game 1. OmegaTomHanks. The crowd goes mild, but it's all right. Potemkin in the building.
Yeah,
doing some work.
Yeah, hopefully the folks out there at home are at least realizing how hard that OmegaTomHanks is working here. I know Gravyjones is more of the newcomer and more of the exciting favorite, but OmegaTomHanks, I see the beads of sweat going down his face, slapping onto his glasses. This dude is working so hard right now, but Gravyjones is going to make sure that he works even harder.
Oh, there you go. Nice check. The two-piece low, breaking through the hammer fall. And right now, yep, we get the curse, we get the overhead resummon. We got the triplets back on deck. 4 versus 1. How fair is this? OmegaTomHanks fighting it out. Here we go.
All right, we flexing out here. Good job. We got one more knockdown here. Safe jump in. Yeah, and empty jumps into the low. That was so clean and yet so dirty. One more?
Ooh.
Absolutely. The double-fisted pizza. We serving up.
And you don't even got to go to that big old McDonald's down here to get it.
Yeah, the cursed McDonald's.
All right, good start here for Gravyjones. Has to work their way up a long route. One more game for OmegaTomHanks just to make it out into the winner's side on the next part of this bracket. But right now, Gravyjones, triplets are out. One more time. There's the overhead resummon. Dog for them blockable. Here we go. Nice damage and a knockdown incoming.
Yeah, this dog is anything but chill or chilly right now here, but we're going to actually use the super armor to get back in here. Another safe jump to the other side. Waits a little bit just in case DP. No need for that. One more knockdown here. Gold burst potential. Oh, no!
All right, a little bit extra damage. Trying to bait the burst. There it is. Say good day.
Today, yeah. Good morning, everybody. We are here with Plus R at CEOtaku. There we go. OmegaTomHanks able to shut it out here. We can all rest easy knowing that the victor did go to OmegaTomHanks despite what we just saw there.
Yeah, no, Gravyjones had so many great moments. Everything looking so good, but the problem is, like, OmegaTomHanks would find that one little instance where they can fight their way out, right?
Right.
And that damage disparity would be showing so heavily once he got those big hits where he just managed to get close, get the command grabs. Just finding damage and the knockdowns. That's a big part of Potemkin's game, as you saw it there. Like, kind of like Zappa. I get a knockdown and I put on some pressure. Sure, my pressure might not be as scary as something like Zappa.
Right.
But once you get those reads and get those command grabs in, oh boy. And that's kind of how it goes. You know, no matter what game, be it from the late early 2000s or now, grapplers make people sad.
Yeah, grapplers be gripping out here. But still, good stuff. We're having our next match. You might see me pour off to the side of the camera here because we actually have a double dose of North Carolina right now with XPHANTOM versus Gdom, both in the winner's side for top 8 qualification. Like I said, North Carolina is coming out here in force, and it is terrifying that they finally condensed down so much that the sauce is just, more North Carolina here. Like North Carolina style barbecue sauce. I don't know if you ever had that stuff before, but
no, I've never been. I know that. I mean, I can see that y'all have a wonderful Plus R scene. I know the Third Strike scene goes really hard down there as well. So all the classics being represented from North Carolina. South Carolina, where you at? I wonder what they play.
Yeah, actual factual. What are you doing, South Carolina? You want to come up and like chill with us at some point? We could use some more XR players. Me saying that.
We need to finally unite the Carolinas into one.
Yeah. Look, if California can do it, we could do it too. All right.
That's
we got NorCarl and SoCarl.
All right, I love that. Nice, hearty handshake between, homies.
Yeah.
Obviously, in the same state, it's hard to say. I mean, you know more than me. How often do they play against each other?
Pretty,
at least, for the scene in general.
Yeah, pretty often, honestly, because they're always kind of in our group chat and everything like that, like looking for games throughout the day and especially throughout the night. So I miss out on a lot of those. So they definitely play a lot here, but XPHANTOM always happy to play. Gdom recently picking up Cliff as well. So, getting a little bit more used to it. Has gotten really powerful over like the last week on the Boston Blue Beats. So I've been seeing him grow as well. But let's see if it's going to be enough here, because I don't know if XPHANTOM has just as much knowledge against Cliff, or if XPHANTOM's just going to say, I'm just going to do my soul thing because I'm just real good at it.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Holy Order Soul, big rush down, big damage, big pressure. You already see it there as Gdom is just suffering in silence, getting anti-air, not enough to, the OTG is enough to finish, and okay, XPHANTOM starting things off with a bang.
Right. Good stuff there. But you saw that Gdom was like doing a lot of like far slashes, heavy slashes, and stuff like that to try to keep XPHANTOM out as much as possible. So it's like that thing, like I acknowledge that this is what I need to do in the matchup in itself here. But once you get in, XPHANTOM is just an absolute beast in the corner with all the options and linking everything in terms of combo. Oh, he's just so clean.
Yeah, every little thing working out. You're seeing just the setups roll all together. The power up, the force break, and XPHANTOM super clean as a whole. Just again, that's a lot of it comes down to one, knowing the matchup so well, and two, knowing the player matchup as well.
Right, right. And XPHANTOM definitely, if you already don't know, is like one of the top players in the U.S. right now as well. You know, taking on the likes of like Blitz and Jason Riot and whatnot, and keeping up with them, if not beating them, pretty consistently. So I've called it before. This is kind of XPHANTOM's years as of late. He's been doing extraordinarily well.
And we'll see. Now that XPHANTOM is offline, the ghost is real, and let's see how much damage they can do. As right now, Gdom, who did take down. Oh my goodness!
Jeez Louise!
Wait a minute. All right, talk some game, setting it up, getting the hits, taking the trades. Still under pressure, and that last little overhead. And this is the big part with Cliff. Heavy damage. Great pressure, great wire tees, damage up to throw too, all these little things.
Yeah, they're going to get a super as well. Just get as much damage as possible. Can we get an extra combo? No, unfortunately not. So just got to go for a little bit of a weaker mix-up. Because yeah, that super hits randomly. So if you hit it if you get the right layout, you can actually confirm even further off of it. But unfortunately, Gdom does not get that luck.
Oh,
the level 3, baby!
A triple.
Yeah, let's go. We're in the corner right now. Nice FRC, but the pressure's on. Good FD. Throws out the words.
I like that. If there was a burst, it would have at least landed right into the text. Unfortunately, XPHANTOM ready and waiting. One round away from getting further here in top 24 winner's side. Gdom with some answers just has not found the consistency they're looking for.
Right, right. XPHANTOM is just so good about their decision making. And like, case in point, I was about to bring that up. I've seen a few attempts at slashbacks here and there in really good spots. XPHANTOM is so good at that. I heard a story from XPHANTOM of how they learned the game. They basically just played by themselves when the game released, and they rinsed it and just figured out where you can slashbacks up. And that's the level of XPHANTOM grinding there is.
Yeah, all the layers turning up and turning out, and you're seeing the damage pour in. Level 2, a little bit extra credit, and one more overhead, one more throw. There it is. XPHANTOM. Whew.
Yeah, just always an absolute beast, online or off. And just one of the most humble people you've also talked to, too. Like, just so personable and everything like that. You love that to see at the high level, who's just happy to talk about the game. And it's like, oh, you want to know my weaknesses? Oh, yeah, that means we can talk. Let's go ahead and chat for a little bit here. So, just jumping off the stage as well, full of energy, having a great time out here. So, we'll qualify on winner's side for top 8. We're going to still see here tonight. Remember, this is later tonight as well.
Yeah, exactly. They're super pumped up just because it's going to lead into that big finale, being one of the first events ending for this weekend. But really cool is we see another big event that features all 3 Guilty Gears on the main stage. You know, day 1 plus R, day 2 Exard, and then day number 3 wrapping it up with Guilty Gear Strive.
So there's going to be a lot of exciting Guilty Gear over the weekend here. So if you're a Guilty Gear fan, you're going to be eating real, real good right now. So make sure that you tell your family, you tell your friends, you tell your dog that we are just having a great time Guilty Gear out here. Make sure that the people know that CEOtaku is really revving up the stakes.
There you go.
All right, so next up I see we got Soup and another North Carolina representative on the winner's side. We got Doc, who I believe is still playing Potemkin. No changes about that, hopefully.
Yeah, Doc doing a great job here. Another big upset against, I think, Mahouko. No, not Mahouko. Mahouko lost to Gravyjones. Sorry.
No,
they beat either Skeletal Minion or Woocash.
I think they were Woocash, if I remember correctly. But, you know, correct doesn't go wrong, obviously.
Which is, again, really, really tough. A lot of great players they are cruising through. So really cool to see them make it happen just like so. And now they're big chance to really have a really interesting top 8.
And it's one of those things that we were kind of talking about a little bit, like with Jiga, and Jiga didn't realize like how strong the state was, and just like felt like, oh, I'm just keep losing to all these people, I'm not doing very well, and now only to come here and realize like, oh, like this is filled with North Carolina because they have been playing so well that he's been so insular of such a strong state the entire time. It's just like, oh, the realization of, oh, we are kind of cracked. I'm not bad.
It's like, oh, wait a minute. So yeah, exactly. Like, if I am the best of the worst, that puts me better than the rest of North America.
Exactly.
Hot dang.
So I'm just so jazzed to see the community out here just showing up, being super strong, and it's just more great matches, honestly.
Invading Florida, taking Florida to task and showing that North Carolina is the place to be for plus R.
Right, and you mentioned the 2 states that are going to be doing the exhibition tomorrow. That'll be North Carolina versus Florida, so Florida's got to be sweating a little bit, and it's not just the humidity.
We'll see, though. Soup, I mean, this is one of those matchups that's like you look at the spread, Dizzy with her abundance of fishes, abundance of friends, can really just make this such a daunting task for Potemkin. She is considered, like, I'd say, a better grappler than Potemkin. She'll just get those regular throws, put this pressure on, and all Doc can do is really just sit there, take the fish, and hope for the best.
Right, right. Your defense has to be so on point with all the mix-up and all things right here. Bring out the wall, hopefully to stop something. Unfortunately, the wall gets stopped before anything else. And we're serving the Soup right here. Who commands the command grabbers? Soup does. Boston Blue beats Soup itself.
Excellent. The first knockdown, the first chance for Doc, and you just see the wake-up, unblockable super.
Right.
Catching his toes, and now here we go, just more crazy pressure. And it's just, you know, Dizzy just so good at being in and out. Although, wait a minute.
What a backdash. And using the force break bubble as well to get the pressure upon landing. That was so good. Doc cannot keep the corner because every button that Doc has done in terms of pokes has been eaten up by the fish.
Yeah, it's just a little too huff. Having to deal with that, right? You're fighting so many things at once, and right now Soup is just serving it up extra hot, nice and fresh. There's a good combo to take it. Game 1 going to Soup, a full helping.
Right, right, yeah. We are having entire meals of soup right now. Because he's kind of from like the northeast U.S. Would he be like a chowder or something like that?
Chowder.
Yeah, chowder. All right, we got Chowder taking out the burst from Doc here. Doing a great stuff, and we push towards corner all the way here. Can play super patiently, blocks the flake no matter what. The fish is out there causing more problems. This is super hard.
Exactly. Just the coverage is so good here. Doc just cannot find a way forward. There is just so much in the way of just Potemkin trying to trudge along, get his movement going, but he is looking like one of those early into Gdom bosses. All he can do is walk forward and hope for the best.
Right.
But Soup in full control once again.
Yeah, and I think Doc's trying to find like, you know, that kind of impatience aspect. Like, I'm trying to find those opportunities to like do stuff here and there, maybe try to 6P or forward slash in certain situations. But even getting there to even have an option to press a button has been just so rough. Great block dash, blockbuster. All right, what do we have on Okazeme again? Does it again. All right, Doc can do this once more here, but we got to be ready for the super. Just a simple backdash from Soup, though. Gonna send it back to the waiter.
And force break bubble pops, and also pops Doc's chances here in the winner side. So Soup, again, not even sweating an inch after that. Just playing the matchup just immaculately. Having all this real estate from the round start, double air dash, being able to just set up the fish into bubbles, into just a free pressure. And all Doc could do was walk and block.
Right, right.
Walk, block, and Doc.
Yeah, and I mean, that, like you said, that FB bubble was just doing so much work, just kind of chasing down everything like that. And the control from Soup as well was just so freaking clean the entire time there and was able to get into that top 8. So I would definitely say that he popped and locked it up into top 8.
There you go. And really fun to see, because I mean, so far we have, you know, Holy Order Soul, we have a Dizzy, you know, in there we got Potemkin in top 8 in winner's side, and now our next match is we're going to see one of the most legendary Guilty Gear players, not just North America, but in the world, the host and tournament organizer of Frosty Faustings, Mr. ElvenShadow, coming up on deck.
Right, right. Don't let life always kind of get in the way aspect, because we see this dude out here being a father, running a literal major, and still out here playing at the toppest of levels. Will definitely not lose that edge, and definitely loves the game the entire way through here. So I'm super happy to see ElvenShadow going against A-Stat on the other side, and it's like, ooh. I think ElvenShadow has historically done well in this actual player matchup, but once again, we've been talking about it. People have gotten very strong over like even like the past 6 months, so there might be a huge change out here too in terms of force.
No, I'm excited to see how it plays out, because I mean, no one is invincible, right? And that's one thing is it kind of drives you a little bit harder. It's saying, okay, I have a chance to take ElvenShadow down early on here, make it top 8 in the winner side, when already you've seen again Mahouko, Woocash, Skeletal Minion, all those players get sent to losers in pools, you know? And it's big for A-Stat, who was going to be commentating this top 24.
Right.
But decided, hey, I made it this far, let's see how far I can go.
Right.
You know, player first, commentator second. I can't do that anymore, but power to A-Stat. Do it for us here, all right, on the couch.
Right, right. Do it for the commentators all around the land, but also ElvenShadow, please do it for all the Faust players, please. All right, good confirm off this Pogo K there. Partially invincible there, so that's very, very good. Throws out the poison.
Okay, unsummon.
And so one thing I like about ElvenShadow in this matchup is they're really, really good about controlling Little Eddie and just like make sure that, you know, kills it as much as possible, uses JD and JS for like good ranges and everything. And oh my god, the stun is still on the table. It's like A-Stat needs help stat. Like, we didn't even get started before even saying anything there.
Yeah, just trying to get anything going, but it's just round start, big advantage, going to Phows, having that range, being able to select the items to walk behind, and you said, little Eddie just doesn't become too much of a factor here.
Right, exactly. And even a little bit like, I don't know if that was intentional, but it worked as a flame trap as well, so that 2H was able to hit counter it. What a good command throw and timing from A-Stat. That was so sick nasty with it, but oh, unfortunately misses the dash in there because Phows is a little bit weird there.
Yeah, gets a hit. You thought it was going to be a throw. What do you know? Into the knockdown. One more run-up throw.
Oh, my God.
That's an ElvenShadow classic. You are worried about projectiles, items, far-ranging scalpels. No, this man just crawls up on you, gets a lick, and keeps on kicking.
Right, exactly. So we see the change from A-Stat here to go to the Testament, and that's the one I'm more familiar with in terms of like his story. But is it going to be enough? Because it's still a little bit more of a common pick, even today with the current plus R scene.
Well, we'll see. I mean, under pressure is always going to be tough. You have Warrant, the counter that can sometimes get you out of dodge, but even then that can be unreliable as ElvenShadow just smelling blood in the water. Green Faust on a green stage too, making it a little bit harder.
Yeah, where did Faust go? This is a one-player game. Where's the opponent?
His camo index is just absurd right now. He's looking at 99.
Yeah. Yo, that Metal Gear Solid 3 remake looking pretty good right now.
All right, we got some planting some trees in the forest, though I like it. The beasts are coming out too. A lot of dangerous wilderness. There's the super forcing the block, but ElvenShadow happy to just walk it out.
Right, right. And this has just been so hard for A-Stat because ElvenShadow's just been controlling the field so well. Like, A-Stat's barely even got the opportunity to get, like, any sort of the minions out or anything like that. Just any sort of, like, extra offense. It's just not happening. And Meteors are on their way, too. Yeah.
Just a hang time up there, face full of Space Rock, and that's going to make ElvenShadow one run away from making a top 8 berth and rounding out the variety of characters, but chance here for A-Stat. There's the Beast, there's the webs, there's the nets, every little thing to try to go, but the scalpel pull makes it count. That's big damage.
Oh my gosh, you're going to run to the corner here, 6H. No, ooh, try to go for a hack and slash there, but just immediately gets hit out there. Teleports again, and I feel like A-Stat wants to stay in and is doing a lot of the teleport stuff, and that's fine and all, but I feel like it's just not enough for ElvenShadow, because ElvenShadow's just been in like a fine position to say, cool, I can follow up after this anyway. I'm not too scared about your position under me.
Ooh, go first.
Nice
big
JS.
Chance. Last chance for A-Stat. Has to watch out. There's so much going on here. Counter comes out. There's the dumbbell. And now it's going to be just a throw to do it. And again, ElvenShadow. Just the layers all day. This man's a 7-layer cake.
Right.
It's just oh so sweet with putting all of that pressure on top of you. So well done to ElvenShadow, making a top 8 here at CEOtaku.
Right, right. This dude's a family man. He knows how to make a lasagna. He's got all the layers, baby.
Or from Chicago, so he's making a deep dish.
Yeah.
He's working on that deep dish.
The rest of the world calling it lasagna. He's like, hey,
Oh, wait a
come
second
back
here.
here. I'm going to roll up my sleeves and give you some of the But seriously, good stuff to ElvenShadow, absolutely rounding out the top 8 winner side in fashion, and quickly so. But that gives a little bit of time to A-Stat as well to kind of say, okay, I don't have to worry about any more fouls. I don't think there's any more fouls that he has to worry about in the rest of the top 24. So there is an opportunity here still to say, I just need to recuperate against the more common characters and just be ready for that and bring the energy that got me here.
Yeah, we'll see the routes they're going to take. I mean, with the variety we've seen so far, who really knows what he's going to have to deal with in that loser side. But, I mean, our top 8 winner side locked in, though.
Right.
So really cool to see that a little bit later on. And, again, variety is looking super sharp. And speaking of which, our next match is going to showcase all that with Woocash coming up on deck. The Viking/Anji specialists themselves.
Right, right. Still flexing and sexing up there, looking real good as always. But be going against, I get to say this so often, it makes me so happy, another North Carolina representative. We got Purify coming out here with the Kai.
That Purify World Soul. This is a legacy match. Both players who've been around for a long time playing Guilty Gear since the good old days where all you really had was an arcade cabinet or a PS2 and a stick that was thicker than the PlayStation 3 and then some.
Yo, those thick sticks.
I miss my H-Rap. I miss my classic. That's what you had to do back then. You either had like the Tekken 5 stick or you had like an H-Rap back then. Unless you decided to try to get like a American stick, which was not as common unless you were playing Marvel 2, right?
Right.
So definitely the ways you had to go about it, but now it's so simple. Playing this Guilty Gear on any kind of PC, mini PC, big PC, laptop, Nintendo Switch, what have you. Super simple just to play it any which where, and it just runs so well, looks so good. Community is where you make it, and the games make it easier to make them anywhere.
Right. And, speaking of community here, we're just doing some work on the piece here just to make sure everything plugs in properly. We got all sorts, it's not infallible, unfortunately. We got all sorts of weird sticks and everything like that. Just trying to, put everything together and whatnot. Let me pose for this real quick here. Look, you all see it later.
Don't put him on. You put Ro on the spot. You scared him away.
He's so embarrassed. I'm so sorry. Yo, shout outs to them. That's really good. We're just going to get the PC set with all these different controllers and whatnot. We got multiple I believe they're both PS4 pads. No, there's a 5s. There was actually 5s, I think. So
they're moving forward, right? The future of controllers, which I like that pad a lot. That's my go-to PC pad for most games.
Right.
Because I use it more on I've used it more on my PC than I've used it on my PlayStation 5.
Right. I'm glad that we have the same brain cell there. Yeah. Same thing. It's just ooh, that's just great. I like this.
What does that say about me? I love my PlayStation 5, but most of the games I enjoy.
You have high taste. That's all. You're a very fancy person, Raph.
Yeah, I got such a good big console there, taking up a little bit of space.
Yeah, there's got his suit jacket on look right there. All right, so we do a little bit of button check here to make sure. So Woocash does play multiple characters, usually between Baiken and Anji. I believe Purifyws Weird Soul is only Kai
Kisuke,
I don't think I've ever seen anything but Kai Kisuke. So we're probably going to see that. So it's just more of where does Woocash feel a little bit more comfortable in the Kai match? And I'm going to say it's probably going to be Baiken.
Yeah, I can see that. Just having a lot of good tools to deal with any errant projectiles, having just, again, a really good knockdown and setup with the pressure on there, whereas Anji may have to have a little more trouble dealing with the neutral. With Baiken, we don't care about that.
Right.
Whereas Baiken, we are going to be skipping, ignoring. Neutral might just be a concept that doesn't even exist.
Right. Purifyws Weird Soul is a little bit more of a passive player, I would say. Very, very good on defense and kind of waste their turn and whatnot. So, sets up situations just okay, I'm going to do stuff very safe, condensed and whatnot. So I don't know if Woocash will have a lot of opportunity to kind of use those counters as much as possible, but, I'm kind of curious to see it nonetheless.
Yeah, very, very good. It's going to be one of those games where, it's a lot of player adjustments and making those, little changes. Finds the stun dipper going right under here. Life lead looking good for Purifyws Weird Soul, who has been just content holding the life lead and holding the space.
Right. That's that passive Purify play that we're seeing there, just kind of staying back and waiting for Woocash to come in and make the mistakes here. And so far, Woocash has made the majority of the mistakes here. Has a little bit of a life loss against Purify, but Purify is happy to wait all day. It's look, I'm not going to let you counter me. That's not today, Satan. Oh, today, Satan, no!
Okay, we're fine. Wake up throw is a classic answer, but flip another corner, getting some damage, meaty, but getting hit by it, actually going to push yourself away, not bad.
Yeah, nice Suzerain there to get out there with the follow-up. That was really, really good. But still, the life is still favoring Purify, the timer is still favoring Purify, and it's just so hard to be able to counter anything like that and really actually give a valuable response.
Yeah, superbly done. Just happy to play in the corner, Sakura, getting blocked out. Going to be some pressure here. Even the double jump to catch the run forward. This is really good. Play as Purifyws Weird Soul. Just getting the crowd to pop off.
Right. I've not seen Michael cheer for anyone like that who isn't just from his own state. Shouts to Dink, doing great stuff out there.
All right, again, life lead back to the wall, but that's where Purifyws Weird Soul likes to be right now.
And, that's actually not a bad situation. The combo was Woocash's favorite, but had to use that JD to kind of finish it off there as much damage as possible, but that went back to full screen there. So Purify is back to being in a comfortable zone. Yo, the Vegas Lights comes out here. We gambling, baby. Love to see it. Jumps right in there. Nice JS, but doesn't get the confirm here.
Oh, with the counter. Forces the burst up here for Weird Soul. Still in life lead. Tension, though. Woocash. A lot of resources, a lot of opportunity, and that's going to be round and round. Oh, my goodness. Found that hit. Woocash not going down without a fight in that game one.
Yeah, Woocash really had to bull down again for that entire round there, and it's getting very, very difficult. Woocash is actually burning a lot of meteor as well because they have to start faultless defensing in the air because Purify has been punishing that over and over. So that opens up a little bit more opportunity for Purify to actually not get pressured as badly. But here's where Woocash shines, the combo game.
Oh my God! The run-up, force break, follow-up for the counter, and then the Sakura to do it on the jump. really, Woocash finally getting a knockdown, finally getting able to set play.
Right.
And just see how well it all came together. And that's where Purifyws is trying to avoid that. That's why you see so much neutral being played, so much distance game. It's just like, I don't want to be putting that bike in blender.
Right, right.
She has so many different attachments hiding in that sleeve.
Yeah.
She slices, she dices. It is scary.
Right. She has a whole ninja blender in there, and she's a samurai on the other half, too. So it's like, dang. All right. Ooh, tries to go for a throw there with the 6H. You see it coming out there with 3H. It's like, okay, that's a little bit unfortunate. Slash back. What is the reason, Woocash, besides that you just can?
Not trying to take any block damage. Out of the corner. Nice little flippy flip.
Ooh, want to confirm as well there. Just confirming off the stone edge. That was so clean. Yo, broke ankles. Don't got that ankle insurance, unfortunately. She only wears slides.
And now sliding her way in.
Oh.
But it's Kai sliding back.
Yo.
Getting some damage. I like this from Purifyws. Saw about the double air dash. Woocash winning that out. And now this is just a rough spot here. Purifyws just trying to make that space. Trying to show that we can play this game from a distance. But nice suzerain into the follow-up. And then do it again. Force break.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, everything's a counter hit now with that yellow. And it's, oh no. Everything's hurting, everything's bleeding, all those counter hits on the side. It looks so funny. Yeah, been trying to jump out of there, unfortunately. Just reaches the end with the second part of the tatami mat. And now Woocash is on match point.
And looking good here, sending Purifyws Soul out of the tournament with just one more chance here. Nice, getting out one more time. Suzerain once more, but
Ooh, the Vegas Lights once more, baby. Let's see if Purify's able to cash out.
Fade away, try to get something cute going, but nice challenge from Woocash.
Unless, oh no. Actually able to jump out between the tatami mat coming out. I'm a little bit surprised there. Good awareness from Purify, but unfortunately, the rest of this is going to be Pain City here.
Ooh, big time Pain. Now I got to guess per game what it's going to be. Crossover, no dice. Last chance, dead angle.
Last chance is gone here. Just fires it off, looks away. Cool women don't look at explosions type of look right there. That was so stylishly clean from Woocash there.
Yeah, she does not look at the cards that she's putting out there, and that's going to send Purifyws Soul out of here, unfortunately, as Woocash moving on here at CEOtaku.
That's right, that's right.
I don't think they wouldn't, neither of them will be satisfied with anything, higher than, anything lower than, well, how do I say, they wouldn't want anything worse than top 8, right?
Right.
Especially with Woocash, with legacy that they have, especially when Purifyws Soul, who has been going up to more events now, which is really cool to see, but Woocash moving on, and our next match with Mahouko on deck here, who will be playing and trying to claw their way back up to top 8.
You're never going to guess what I'm going to say about VULTURE.
He's from
North Carolina. Puts up one feeling. That's me. I'm from North Carolina. Absolute polite and one of the best well-dressed people from North Carolina scene out here. You're going to see it here in a second here with that rose shirt. But so VULTURE's been kind of playing around with some characters here. I've been seeing Kai, seeing a little bit of Cliff here and there as well. Being taught specifically by T5 as well. So I'm assuming we're going to see Cliff, but we'll see here in a second, absolutely. But, of course, everyone knows Mahouko. And, if you know Mahouko, you'd be surprised to see Mahouko on the loser sides of things as well. So this is going to be a very exciting match because it's a little bit more like new blood versus old blood in this regard. So a quick button check here, it looks like. They're kind of giving like a 1 second look.
Yep, and Mahouko Bridget, who's just been a terror all throughout Plus R's life. Although they're not using the little blue toy stick this time, so that might be a little bit of a factor.
Right.
Why they're hitting losers, but let's see what they can do as they're fighting up against VULTURE's Cliff.
Right. And Cliff, just an absolute monster, has big buttons and everything like that. So if you want to try to run away from Cliff, Cliff will cover all those angles. We see with like the JH, the JS, and like even Mahouko standing there for half a second was like the wrong answer.
I mean, there's so much to worry about. So many things that he can do to move forward, but here comes me and my killing machine, getting some big hits. There's extra damage to do it, and Mahouko with that first game.
Right.
Round.
So good stuff there from VULTURE. Nonetheless, trying to play a little bit of that out game, but Mahouko is starting to get a little bit more used to it, realizing like, okay, I can't stand from these ranges, just get back a little bit, get my game started with like the killing machine, and kind of go from there, and then play the mix-up game once I'm in.
Yeah, exceptional. Just adding on so much block pressure, so much having to worry about here, but VULTURE, that's pressure. It's adding up, big hit. Oh, it doesn't get the big blast, but it's okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, no force plate for Cliff there. But, the combo game unfortunately fails out there. But VULTURE had good awareness of pick OTG because Cliff just has a big button that says turn off the OTG.
All right, there's the spin. And now we're going to put up the killing machine again. Gets hit by it. Just trying to maybe jump in to block it.
Yeah.
Didn't quite work.
Yeah, I think it caught that jump start up there, just unfortunately for VULTURE. But VULTURE has a little bit of opportunity to say, hey, this is also a weird character for Mahouko as well, most likely. So we're both kind of playing from the, we don't see these characters nearly as much. Cliff a little bit more common nowadays for sure, but Mahouko's more of that old school style, so no one was playing Cliff back then.
And no one really plays much Bridget now. I mean, Mahouko and I think like Link Dude, a few of the people who still really rock this character. But right now, VULTURE getting a knockdown, spitting some game.
Ooh, doesn't block the dead angle there, unfortunately, but does another overhead. I don't think VULTURE's used to seeing that overhead. Has never seen it before. Getting hit by it quite a bit.
But a good burst point, though. I mean, there's not a lot of damage you're bursting, but at least you know you're going to be able to escape it.
Right, right. Cliff just needs, like, one good game starter, and that's actually almost a winning condition right now. Hits with the drill mid, I was going to say, yeah, just one good win condition there is just getting the burst off the opponent here so you can start doing massive damage and get good Okazeme here. Yeah, that's so plus. And blocked by Mahouko, knows about the 5D that does not animate. It just hates.
Well, no one is full of more hate right now than Mahouko, just trying to get this old man out of here. But the pressure into the FRC, but drops the combo. Opportunity dropping here. VULTURE's got to be careful, giving Mahouko chances. Going to be able to take it big time. Oh, it lingered.
Oh, and what an air throw from Mahouko as well. Unfortunately, that was the opportunity that VULTURE was looking for, but just could not get back down to the ground into a comfortable position. Mahouko now on match point.
And VULTURE knows little by little, it's the opportunity slipping out of those fingers. Oh, didn't go for the follow-up. I like that. Into the full damage combo. Working on a stun, too. That's going to be huge if the next hit connects.
Right, yeah, we're about there. We get the pressure back in. Can we get a throw? No, unfortunately not. Doesn't work out. But chasing Mahouko down every time they try to jump out is working very, very well. Ooh,
okay.
Broke ankles yet again. Chasing her down into the corner here. Does it again. Actually works out this time. We got the big steppy now. Oh, but no meter to speak of. So unfortunately, VULTURE gets pressure into the corner here.
Oh, big punch. Had the burst there afterwards. And the chase down. Not enough with the sweep. Legs getting blessed. Crowd giving some big claps as VULTURE is working their way up.
Right, and I think VULTURE, hopefully, is one thing they've noticed is that 2D is doing a lot of good work as Mahouko. I don't think they're used to the range of that massive button, and is catching Mahouko a lot.
All right, now damage adding up. This is so big as we're just getting more damage, getting the knockdowns, getting some words. Moon runes. Here we go. Nice throw setup.
That's a great throw setup. You're whipping the JP there, blocks the burst. The pressure's in the corner now. There's still 50 meter on Mahouko's side, so I guess one more opportunity to kind of get out and get some good pressure in here. Hopefully VULTURE does not get too impatient, but the 2D hits once again. Now, one apiece here, Raph.
And the team VULTURE just popping off to themselves right there. Slamming their stick, feeling good about what they've accomplished. Tying up 1-1, knowing that taking out Mahouko at this point, denying them even a chance to be 9th place would be huge in a big upset.
Oh my gosh, and what an upset that would be. And that would, North Carolina already probably on the map a little bit here, but wow, being able to take out all these legendary players all in one singular tournament would be just such a showing.
All right. Big blocks, though. VULTURE finding that chance, hitting that 2D. Getting on the corner, nice.
That 2D is just doing so much work there. I love it so much. Oh my God, the drill in midair. That's close to hard knockdown, so gets one more opportunity to dash out of here. The chase is on. Oh, his back! Oh, I understand, old man. Me too.
All right, there we go. Avoids the killing machine only for so long. I love that follow-up, especially with Cliff crouching. She would fly right over.
Right.
With the kick follow-up. He's just a kickstart my heart. And now, match point Mahouko. Although, here comes big damage. There's jump D. Yeah,
tries to bait a throw there. Doesn't work, unfortunately, here. Yep, we'll punish that. Has a good counter hit situation there. And the pressure's on by Mahouko, just going up into the air. This is all I can say. This is Mahouko's special place, but oh no, VULTURE takes over it. Does the massive damage.
Yeah, trying to set up the stun combo, but the mash back from Mahouko looking really good here.
Yeah, that was really, really good. Good awareness there from Mahouko. And I have to say, Mahouko's awareness of Cliff's reset options is just so freaking strong.
Wait a minute.
All right.
Big damage coming.
Ooh, was maybe hoping to get that, but that doesn't work out, unfortunately. All right, Killing Machine's on their way. They're holding it back. One more to go here. Both sides almost. Jumps up. Yes. Oh, but that's a little bit short. But there we go. The crowd goes wild for VULTURE. It is now down to the match point between the two of them.
That's right. VULTURE on the cusp of eliminating Mahouko out of CEOtaku.
And got the burst as well, so now the path has been open to VULTURE.
What a trade, though. Yeah, saving the day.
All right, yo for show. Now can we get back in there? We got into the corner. Mahouko put themselves in the corner. Oh, that's so dangerous.
But a good challenge. Jump P just to make that escape. There's the slidey on the brakes. And no words. It's not time for talk, it's time for fight.
Right, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me, old man. Oh, but nice reset there. Great air throw from Mahouko. The Mahouko special once again coming out here. Trying to backdash to breathe a little bit, but that's exactly what Mahouko wants here. The pressure's on. Gonna use the super. Hits it. Ooh, but in OTGs, that's so unfortunate. 2D. Beats out the throw and the Starship Jays comes out here.
The one time when you needed it most, saving that the entire set until it comes time to finish their plate. Mahouko eliminating VULTURE last game, last round. Absolutely stellar match between both of them. Mahouko staving off an early defeat before top 8. VULTURE, unfortunately, even with the crowd behind their back, just couldn't quite finish the job and make it through. But still a phenomenal run from them nonetheless.
Right. You were talking about the Starship and that stuff. And like, oh yeah, same for the end. I sat there for about, like, I forgot that was a moving entirely because that's how long it had been since I had seen it. So I was sitting like, oh, right. Yeah. God, you're really good, Mahouko. Still, great stuff there. We're going to be moving on to the next match. Now we have Skeletal Minion versus LFG Bar 12.
All right, and again, this is more losers. Again, we've already figured out who's in top 8 winner side. So right now, they are just trying to get their way to the top 8 qualifiers matches. So this will lead to that, where they will fight the losers of the last matches that we saw from the winners qualifiers.
Right.
So again, Skeletal Minion, who was sent to losers a little bit early, would nothing more than their first big tournament back to really competing in Plus Star to make it there, but we'll see what is in store for them right now.
Right. I'm super excited because, once again, Skeletal Minion, we've been talking about a little bit that, you know, life comes up and you kind of like aren't able to hit up the passions as much as you want to and everything like that. So that we definitely know Skeletal Minion had a little bit of that coming up or leading up to the event, but has been super excited to get back to the swing of things. But they're already mixing each other up with the handshake fist bump. I don't know who won that one, but it's going to decide the whole match.
Nobody wins.
Nobody wins.
When it happens on stream,
you all win at home.
No, they don't win, they cringe. That's just the unfortunate circumstances how it goes.
All right, and Barb cringing right now here. That soul ain't able to play yet. Yo, there we go. Back to the corner here. Has to force the burst, but still in the corner.
There's probably a moment that like Skeletal Minion's very okay with their path right out of losers. Having to beat a soul, their next prize is to fight another soul, and they're just knocking down bit by bit. The sun must set. The Skeletal Minion finds the nice air dash, and that's a nod from Bar 12 saying, all right, y'all ready for it? I can't get anything past you.
Right. I understand. I know that's why you're among the best. That's for sure. But it's got to be exciting for Barber because I have to admit, I'm not hyper familiar with them in terms of like the top 8 matches I've done commentary for and stuff like that. So apologize my ignorance here, but this has to be a little bit exciting to say, oh, it's Skeletal Minion right in front of me. I got to prove myself.
And yeah, no small feat. And it's going to be a testament to some defense here, although finally gets a knockdown, but they just unfortunately didn't make their escape, get a face full of hit. And now this is just all Skeletal Minion right now.
And did a dash through the riot stamp as well. The awareness from Skeletal Minion is just so disgusting. I'm disgustipated. I'm not going to lie here.
I got some Tums.
Yeah,
don't worry about it. I can help you out with that. Don't worry.
Yo, pass me a few of those, please. My stummy hurty.
Well, that's just same for Barbar right now. He's taking a second here, thinking about it, because it's pretty 2 quick ones. The Skeletal Minion has just been crushing right through and just doing what he does best.
Absolutely. But kind of gnawing himself once again here, so going to really make the matchup happen. But immediately dashes back in, gets the throw. All right, now we're in go mode, baby.
Oh, yeah, spooky. But they get the DP and the knockdown too. 2 more of those, but unfortunately, Skeletal Minion ready for the throw. Didn't ready for the full combo, but the run up 2H. Getting something, but not enough.
Yeah, it just reaches so far. Burst immediately. Did not take that damage there. Very good awareness. And just going to chase into the corner here. We're going to see another DP again here from Barbar. Oh, no, a rise stamp actually get out of the corner there, but unfortunately doesn't work out. The pressure's just not strong enough against someone like Skeletal Minion.
All right. Match point. Once again, Skeletal Minion just making it look inconsequential.
Ooh, but good air throw here. That's what the mix-up is. Oh, tries to go for a midi close slash. Doesn't work, unfortunately, here. So now finds himself on the back foot.
Oh, boy. DP comes out. The punish comes through in the reset. Adding up. There's Goku Maroha right off the unblockable. This damage is going to be crazy. The stun is imminent as well. Barbar, last legs.
Yeah. Let's see if they're able to keep things going here. Nice gun flame to kind of, you know, open up some spacing here. That was great. Can we do it again? But JH actually clashes, and Skeletal Minion was ready to follow up afterward, but a great 5K here. All right, we got 2. And maybe that's where Barbar's strength lies. Maybe they're very good at Sidewinder combos. We're just not seeing that strength because good luck opening up Skeletal Minion.
And literally, Skeletal Minion was like, okay, cool, I got hit. I'm just going to throw out a wreck, just the Rekkas. Yeah. In neutral. Got the hit because catching Barbar dashing forward. That was a good read on it, right? Because Soul has to get in, right? Much shorter range than, say, like Abba in her Maroha mode that he's going to have to deal with. And it was just a good call out. Skeletal Minion keeping on, moving on. And now 1 round away from getting into top 8 loser side.
Right. And I think kind of like, you know, comparatively between the last Soul match with Skeletal Minion and this one here, I think the biggest difference that I may have seen as like maybe a lookout for Barbar is, you know, the last Soul using a lot more 2D.
Yeah.
A lot more 2D, just going for like the knockdown aspect and try the, instead of the I want to combo and get you trapped in the corner aspect, it's like go for step 1 that makes the them sweat the option of a low. Then you can kind of start going from there.
Yeah, because like giving round starts away. Always going to be a tough part, especially against a character like Abba, where you don't want to leave her the room to either move forward, dash forward, whatever kind of space that she can get a little bit closer, just so she can force a guess into that, you know, the power up.
Right.
So it just like adds those little things where you guys like run up 2D or something like that, wwhere you just put such a great button to challenge and to really start getting that the matchup in your pace.
Hate that button though. I'm telling them to use it more, but also. Don't use that.
But don't use it.
Don't use it against me.
I hope you use it so much that it stops working when you hit the play me.
Yeah, exactly. I hope you use it so much that if you ever have to fight me in a match, your button breaks.
And then you're screwed.
Yeah. Then you can't use it anymore.
So, Woocash is back once more. That's going to be against Gravyjones.
Yeah, this is going to be a good match. I mean, it's definitely not the first time they played each other. There's just no way. But I don't think they play each other a lot, per se.
Yeah, I mean, being terminally online, I'm sure definitely going to run into all the players you see in this top 24 if you're playing on the lobbies or even those random online tournaments, right? So it'll be interesting to see, especially here, as we're going to see a Anji pick, looks like, from Woocash going up against the Zappa with that option, which I like a lot. No, never mind, Biken.
No,
who is also a good pick. Either one, I think. Biken a little bit better because no one wants to block against Zappa, so pick the character that lets you not have to block at all.
Right, exactly. You know, with things like, you know, Fujin and whatnot, you know, Dog can eat it up, and that's like, well, I lost my advantage there in my approach to the game and everything like that, so it's like, why do many things when few things do trick? And so, yeah, you see that Woocash is just jabbing over the Dog, make sure that the Dog does not activate as much as possible, and then going to take control from there. And the big thing is that if Gravyjones does a DP and Woocash blocks it, there's actually the rare opportunity to punish the DP. So definitely I know that it's like makes Gravyjones think twice about doing it.
Yeah, you see it there, DP getting blown up there to Tommy, making it through and just giving Woocash a really huge lead. Although sword is imminent. Oh, never mind. There's a huge jump in, forced to burst out. Not really sure if it's hard to say if that's such a good idea. With such a low life right here, although, you know, if Zappa can get inch closer to at least maybe summoning Rao or having something more there, but right now it's looking really rough.
Yeah, but that was actually a good one there. We're almost up to full orbs as well. Along with Dog on the other side gives a little bit more opportunity for, like, I was going to say play a little bit more distance, and that's really good, or maybe even bait out the burst there, but the JH cross-up will take it before that last little opportunity comes out for Gravyjones.
Yeah, well done. All right, Woocash inching their way forward.
Oh, yeah,
and even just wanting to pet the Dog, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you cannot pet the dog.
Yeah, I have a few complaints, Daisuke. All right, so we're going here. Nice JK conversion here from Woocash with the counter hit. And going to put it back into corner here. Falls a little bit short, unfortunately, but still not a terrible position. But now it has gotten really bad. Dog on the other side, but JH seems to be giving Gravyjones a very, very hard time.
Yeah, it's just really hard to navigate around, and Dog is getting blessed just immediately. Hold of the sword. fighting the sword with the sword. This is a good chance here. Gravyjones has the room, gets the air grab. There's the overhead, but the Sakura comes out. Big opportunity, and there's a throw from Gravyjones. Hold on.
Yeah, hold on a sec. Yeah, maybe Woocash was trying to go for it, maybe press the button a little bit earlier there, or maybe he was even expecting DP, so just held back a little bit, but unfortunately it doesn't work. The clash into the JP landing as well. Oh my gosh, that was sick nasty, Woocash.
All right, the curse is there. Curse of Raw incoming. A big chance here. Overhead, but the block. And because he blocked it, he was able to go for the force break. That was beautiful. Not just blocking the overhead, but actually being the only character that could just punish it.
Right.
Sick.
Yeah, that was so clean and good awareness from Woocash. Gravyjones out there saying, yo, return the slab. And Woocash like, what's your offer?
Oh, big jump in. Waiting for the burst. Doesn't bite, but Gravyjones just have been fighting out of this like corner situation so much of the set.
Oh, but nice sword combos here. Like I said, Gravyjones is very, very good at navigating the sword once it gets on the opponent here, but Woocash is doing an even better job of just like saying, cool, I want to get out of the situation as soon as possible and finding those openings. Ooh, does the third time map. Ooh, Gravyjones dashes right in and does the DP. That was so smart. Superman run.
Okay, here we go. Chase down comes out after that burst, but ooh, scary. Anytime you make her block, I'm so fearful. Right. But speaking of blocks, really well done from Gravyjones getting around on the board.
Yeah, getting around the board and getting a round of applause from the crowd here. Definitely a crowd favorite here to beat the legendary Woocash, but it ain't gonna be easy. Absolutely not. All right, so allowing that into the corner here, just doing some pressure. Ooh, gets onto the dog there. The dog moonsault doesn't work out, and now there's no person on Gravyjones' side. Can definitely play that far slash to Tommy Matt range. There's going to be no DP as well if Woocash is able to keep this distance.
Yeah, you see Gravyjones trying to force the summon, doesn't get the punish on the flip out, but the air throw comes through. There's the summon, there's the sword. Big meaty hit, but no full combo. Loses the sword, loses a lot of life, and that should be enough. It's going to take it to a potential match point, Woocash.
All right, Woocash looking very strong here. Even on the back end of like certain situations, Woocash is extremely good at stealing situations back. Gravyjones is good at like doing like air throws and whatnot, but it's just not enough to keep Woocash locked down for long enough.
Right. Double dog?
Yeah, double
dog.
dog.
Nice though. Viking looking like more of a cat person here, denying that pressure.
Sorry, I'm allergic. I gotta put the dog out of the way. Just put it in the backyard for a little bit.
Again, clutch blocks with the wake up. Chance here. And the sword is in, it's out, it's back. It just cannot get enough of Zapper right now, but neither can Woocash.
Yeah, exactly. Woocash is an absolute fan of the S-words out here. Just trying to get to the corner here, but the ghosts come out here. The ghost with the most, and they're dropping in on Woocash.
Flip out, counter hit, and then the save by the Potemkin. I mean, the potted plant.
Yeah.
Potemkin plant.
The pot plant, yeah. Don't take that out of context, chat, please. Oh, Sakura again there. And Tommy's doing a great job of preventing forward ghosts from actually getting in as well. So Woocash has a lot more space to move in. And I just love that situation that Woocash is setting up. It's so smart. Lets it rip anyway as well. This is going to be all counter hits, baby. One more reset might do it.
Gravyjones shaking his head right now. The danger, the throw. Here we go.
All right, is it going to be enough here? We can get that 100 meter. Oh, no. Ooh, and a Yo Johnson at the end there to get that quick overhead. And that was very good stuff from both players, but just a bit better from Woocash at the end.
Yeah, Yo Woocash taking it all the way through. What a great set from them as they just really denied Zappa anything. And that's a good, the pick of Viking exemplifying how you can really turn a matchup in your favor against considered one of the strongest characters in the game.
Right. We kind of talked about a little bit earlier with the Tommy Matt stopping the forward moving ghost. A lot of options of like, okay, I'm going to tech out of midair and immediately dash because you're not covering the space anymore. Your sword's way on the other side of the screen. And just really forcing Gravyjones' cards to basically say, you have to be 2 steps ahead, and to be 2 steps ahead, you have to not put yourself in that optimal situation that was of yesteryear. And I just love that sort of step and energy that was being brought by Woocash. Just really aware of how to play against other people. Yeah,
played it just, wealth of knowledge, matchup knowledge, player knowledge, all adding up, making a case for themselves. And now we're going to keep moving on here as this is going to be a top 8 qualifying match. As A-Stat is going to be stepping up here against the one and only Skeletal Minion. So that last match to Woocash, that was to get the top 8, beating Gravyjones, who was in top 8 or top 24 winner side. Unfortunately, Gravyjones out at 9th place. But Woocash in top 8 loser side, and now we'll see who of these two between A-Stat and Skeletal Minion will meet them there.
Yeah, and I'm kind of wondering, I wonder who A-Stat's going to use for this, because we saw the Eddie last time, and it just didn't pan out. And this is Skeletal Minion we're talking about here, so someone who's had a lot of experience with that. I wonder if they're going to actually still shy away from using Eddie, because I feel like ABBA does a good job about managing little Eddie, and with the player experience as well, it's just going to make it a lot harder. So just go straight for Testament, leave the traps out on the field, and get some of those knockdowns with ooh, brain's blanking, but I'm going to say on the silly scythe mood, the silly swinging scythe mood, because my brain blanked out on what it's called.
Yep. A lot of good things there, really, to control a character like ABBA. But again, once she does her thing, once she gets in, she can make anything look brutal. So that's one thing Skeletal Minion has just excelled at. Is just all they need is that one opportunity. Once they find it, they'll go for broke, and now we'll see who will be broken in half.
Yeah.
A-Stat versus Skeletal Minion.
Yeah, here it is. Already traps playing off here. Ooh, and the skull as well here. The minions are out on the table here. Yeah, you got it, boss. I'll do anything for the boss energy out here. Crows, Succubi, EXE Beast, they're everywhere.
Yeah, great damage, great lead here. It's all looking super solid so far for A-Stat. Oh, the damage is just piling up. Maroha not really doing much here. Badlands, here we go.
Badlands, thank you.
Unlocked. The keys to victory. EXE Beast comes out, put out the big tree notice to get the punish on the deactivation that forces a free hit, and A-Stat commanding it with a perfect.
Right, Skeletal Minion definitely not going to burst there. Going to save for next match and say, hey, better luck next time. Sometimes, character matches just happen, and that was the most testament match I've seen in a while. Ooh, forgets round one up top there, but uses it to get over there. The tree's already waiting. Bursts through. The nets are not in position anymore, but A-Stat is just really doing a good job just resetting up everything.
And I like what I'm seeing here. Skeletal Minion pushing the matchup a little further with answers like Slashback. Although there's the warrant, there's the escape, the chase down. You're going to have to hold all this, and there's the dunk. Nothing crazy, but... Oh, nice bait.
Yeah, that was super good. Waits out a little bit here. Going to get back some of that life here. And the damage is on here. We're going to have enough at the very end. No, not quite, but this will be absolutely fine.
All right. Rounds are all tied up. A-Stat just trying to keep ABBA at bay, trying to keep her back in the pole. You're not escaping the strive yet, all right? Oh, wake up throw, very nice. Could be good damage. Gonna just run into the corner and just force the situation.
Ooh, but we got the activation again here. Gokudor mode is now active. Where we're going to see the burst. I don't think we're going to see the burst until OTG situation potentially, because A-Stat kind of...
Chance.
Chance.
Nice flashback again on the 2H, 2D. Badlands whiffs. But not getting anything from getting that slashback on 2H.
Right. Really attempting it out there. I'm starting to see it because, Skeletal Minion is definitely feeling really strong pressure from A-Stat here.
Net. Oh, net or nothing? Looks like it was nothing. The trees coming through. Chances are coming to A-Stat, who has to really figure this out. Can make this a 1-0 lead. Gets a hit. There's no burst available. And that small little fist bump of just like,
that nice little pump is like, you hit it right there. Just planting the seeds out there and getting a nice little treat at the end there. Good stuff to A-Stat taking the first match.
Hey, when you're feeling good about yourself, you gotta give yourself a little treat.
Right, exactly. You gotta, but you gotta keep yourself rooted here because the match is not over yet, and Skeletal Minion is getting right back in there. And a great jump in as well, punishing the 2H. Here we go.
Oh, Buckable. You weren't ready with the warrant. You weren't ready with just really anything. So just gonna add that damage. Gonna throw out the EX projectile, and now the trade hits. But that's all Skeletal Minion. Super happy about that.
Yeah, but geez Louise, that Gokudor mode allowing the Skeletal Minion to outrun the EX Beast on any wake up and just sails across the city. Oh my gosh, that was so good.
Oh, 6 heavy. Ooh. Oh my goodness, you're in the corner. You're under pressure. Getting out though. Wait a minute. That little net doing its job.
All right, Don's like coming out here again. Gonna try to jump in once more with the 2H. Gets, unfortunately, on the other side. Puts himself into the corner.
Oh, trying to get the 2S as an anti-air. Not quite here. Boom goes the Goku Maroha. And boom goes your life.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And Skeletal Minion has baited so many people into bursting right there. It's been so consistent. I'm kind of surprised that more people don't respect it more almost, in a way.
It's tough because you don't want to.
Yeah,
you're already losing so much life. You know that there's going to be more layers you have to worry about as soon as she pours on the pressure. So, speaking of layers, Trees and nets, flashbacks. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, that was really clean there, but unfortunately doesn't get the full reward off of it. And yeah, gonna burst right before that skull hits. That was insanely good burst from Skeletal Minion. Great awareness.
2D though, big chance. The delay on the knockdown. We're going to go for some meaty pressure. When are we going to go for unblockable or just Goku Maroha?
Yeah. Oh, and presses the button there. Tries to challenge. That was very, very brave. And now
they're dead.
Yeah. It was a very thin line between bravery and otherwise. And that was unfortunate for A-Stat.
Yeah, pressing anything against Goku Maroha activation is just signing yourself a death warrant. And right now, Skeletal Minion is giving as many as A-Stat will sign.
Right, exactly. So many red flags right now here. Just death flag after death flag is happening. All right, gonna do it again. Press button. No, not this time. I've learned my lesson.
Oh, no wiggle. Try to get out of the unblockable stagger. That's a burst. That's the last chance. The life is back. The jump in's good. And Skeletal Minion making top 8 on the loser side as A-Stat is eliminated at 9th place here at CEOtaku 2023.
And I do want to go back to that point there where we were talking about Gokuro mode and like the follow-up after that. I think one thing that I may have not considered, and I want to at least call it out, is that there was a potential for the overhead unblockable situation. Yeah. So maybe expecting that, trying to press something, trying to keep themselves safe. So there was an opportunity for that, and not just, I'm just doing it for no reason. I'm pretty sure that was probably the reason to avoid the unblockable situation.
Yeah, you have to really like be on your toes, because it is so scary with how much you have to worry about that unblockable setup for Goku Maroha just going there. I mean, there are answers, but you're so worried about just reset into grabs, into command grabs, into anything more, just baits in general, right? Where you don't want to go with Testament. Like, your only real option is like going for the counter, going for warning, and hoping that they hit into it, and then you may be able to get out, because it's just like, it's all you really got. And once you don't really use that one option, Skeletal Minion is just happy to run it down. And just you saw the final hit of just how much damage that one combo did. With Goku Maroha mode, when it was just like sick, you try to beat me out, but unfortunately your life's and the lights are out.
Right. You have absolutely forfeited your life. Thank you for your house. I get to move into it now. Especially in this economy. Yeah, absolutely.
Everything was for free, no problem.
Yeah, mine. All right, so next up we got Doc versus Mahouko. Mahouko was able to defeat one of the forces of North Carolina, but we have another one lining up one after another here with Doc's Potemkin. And now, I'm curious about this one.
This is something that Mahouko has played so many times, and I think feels extremely comfortable, especially playing Bridget against Potemkin.
Yeah.
Where she is, it's essentially the, a different version of like Storm versus other characters in Marvel 2. Bridget can just fly away against Potemkin, and Potemkin just has to watch. It's like swatting a fly.
Exactly. And from my experience in playing Doc is not necessarily the strongest at when it comes to chasing in those very far away situations. So when it comes to like zoners and everything like that, especially a high mobility zoner like this is going to be even harder. So I hope Doc has something kind of in the tank that I personally have not seen before in the meantime that will be able to kind of prevent someone like Mahouko from jumping out and getting free and whatnot and setting up all the yo-yos.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just it's rough because like once you get that one shot and that one chance, you can definitely make lemonade out of lemons. If you get that opportunity, Mahouko's going to make it just super challenging to really do so. But, it's going to just take great determination. A Potemkin player, that's what you have. That's your biggest asset is like, quarter this cast is designed to make my life miserable. Bring it on.
Right, exactly. All right, so we got Christmas Bridget with Christmas Tree Potemkin out here. Great matching colors to a degree. Backdashes and gets the command grab immediately here. What's the Okizeme? Waits it out, but doesn't wait long enough.
And that's like an extra layer, too, that you have to worry about with Bridget. She has a DP and Wake Up, right? But she also has Delayed Wake Up. A lot of tools to make it tricky for that Oki from Potemkin to really work out. And all right, there's the Killing Machine again. No respect. That's going to be huge damage and a knockdown.
Right, exactly. Oh, tries to draw out the wall there, but she's already in. Oh, my God, but she touches the wall, unfortunately, there. The stun is gauge is high. Can we get one more mix-up here? But the Gold Burst will prevent that.
Nice hit. Overhead. Not over yet. Oh, no! What a way to go!
Oh, just frames too early to get that Potemkin bust is the right idea for sure, but that is just unfortunate.
And once more on the chase, but Mahouko just making it so difficult. In the corner you go. It is now time to just hold this yo-yo pressure.
Oof. Yeah, once again, Mahouko's air throws are just so good. The yo-yo is on Potemkin as well. Gonna just keep the pressure on your air throws again. My God, Mahouko. Look, lay the hands off the man, please. I know he's beefy, I know he's sexy, but restrain yourself. And just launches it off as well. Pouring pressure begins anew. What does Doc do?
Takes off the jacket.
Takes off the jacket, that's
the
what he does.
kid's gloves are off, and knowing that, you know, this is tough.
This is way to take it.
Took the headphones off too. It's business time, all right?
All right.
We are just embracing this final opportunity here right now as Mahouko into the loving arms of Potemkin. Back broken, made humble. What's the option? It's going to be a burst.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so Yo-Yo is not in the field quite yet here, but the corner game again has pushed it all the way here in Doc. Who actually gets enough super armor in there with the force break. That's very good. Gonna try to get out of the corner. No, just gonna try to go for a mix up here.
Okay, adding up. Good damage, but because it was airborne, really made it funky. Couldn't get around it. This is a great great round for Doc. Taking a round win. That the weighted training jacket being a big differentiator here.
Right, looking at Piccolo out here. You love to see it. Absolutely. Green the machine in the game too here, but finds the corner once again, but that did not stop Doc last time.
Okay, good burst. I like that with the round to give as well. Very smart. Mahouko though, realizing that I can just pour on that pressure. Nice anti-air.
Ooh. And the biggest buns in the city land on top of Mahouko there. Ooh, punishes the second time though, some great stuff. All right, the Death Machine is on the table here, but the defense is good, but the risk gauge is even gooder.
Oh, and the bear when you need it most. Roger comes through in the clutch. A match point for Mahouko to get the top 8. Doc trying to tie things up any way they can, trying to chase down this character, but it's just always in Bridget's favor, it looks like.
Right. And a really hard thing as well is that Doc is doing a lot of jumping in at Mahouko there and is forced to FD all the time, so it leaves Doc with no meter to even do anything tricksy when they get into the situation. But Mahouko is just an absolute killing machine right now. Outside of that bear, jumps up for it, and gets punished as well. That's the worst of all worlds.
Running out of options, running out of chances, and the killing machine's going to do its job and do it best as Mahouko eliminates Doc, makes top 8, and Doc gets 9th place here at CEOtaku.
Yeah, a bit of a disappointment on Doc's side there, but I still think Doc should be very, very proud of himself. Has kind of had the curse and in state of not really kind of making to those higher placements, falls a little bit short with some of the other players there and everything like that. So it's just always been kind of a point of frustration, and I know that it kind of built up this past week amongst some of the things that he was saying.
Yeah.
But I think that he should still be very, very proud of everything that was done here because this was still a extraordinarily stacked bracket, and he's been a huge part of organizing the whole player base in North Carolina at these events, traveling around with the PC setups and traveling for hours to make sure that these events happen. And because of that, here's the entire scene being carried on his very big Potemkin shoulders. And so he should be proud of himself. He's really good.
Yeah, we're lifting him up. I mean, you see how many of them were here in the top 24, really, taking each other out, getting knocked out, getting wins, and just pushing themselves forward as best they can. And that all just comes from the community. People like Doc really taking it upon themselves to help everyone get better and better. And it's really appreciated, all that hard work that goes into it, for sure.
Right. Unfortunately, not that hard. Will always be, someone who's been working hard as Mahouko for these past so many years. So, but is it at the point is just saying, I'm there. You can say, I'm there.
Well, we'll see who goes there next as we have one more match here as we finally see on the stage. Hope you're not tired of Potemkin just yet, as we're seeing the one and only Fu coming through here for your viewing pleasure, one of the smartest minds in Guilty Gear, and one of my favorite kind of character lawyers guys, right? Always picks kind of the big body characters he enjoys to play and does a great job with it.
Right. And a multi-game specialist as well, at the highest levels for sure. So, this is not going to probably be the first time you see Fu this weekend on stream, placing in these top 24, top 8 situations. You're going to see more of Fu. But going against Gdom here, bringing that Cliff Anderson back in again as well. But as we kind of said, Gdom is from North Carolina as well. So has the Potemkin experience with Doc and everything. So, it's not going to be as easy for, to knowledge check here or there, but Fu's kind of built different when it comes to knowledge checking somebody. Likes to knowledge check, how do you respond to a specific situation? If you respond wrong, I know what the rest of the path's going to be.
Exactly. He studied up. It's hard to knowledge checking because that man's, encyclopedia. All stored in there, all different Guilty Gears, and then some.
Yeah. Card games too.
Yeah.
This dude's unstoppable.
We'll see. Can Gdom be the one to stop him, putting a Cliff in the top 8 and helping out with this more variety. We'll see what goes. As now Fu versus Gdom. Pressure's on as Gdom is just getting that space, trying to be in that happy zone where you can just put out the words as well as just challenge like a far slash in the drill, just in case that you see Potemkin maybe going for a slide hit or anything.
Right, exactly, and I like that a lot there. You can see a lot of like distancing and positioning from Gdom there, like using the very tips of the big moves. Like case in point right here, just to see what Fu does, and the answer was, I'm going to 6th stage because that's my furthest reaching move. Like, it's a very simple answer.
Almost took that man's soul, but not quite ready for it here. Fu with the flick, and that's the hard part, trying to get through anything with armor against Cliff. You say much life. Fu lost, now the advantage is Gdom's.
Right. And it's actually kind of a good thing for Gdom, honestly, in this matchup here, because I'm not sure Fu has had a lot of experience with Cliff players, because Fu's not actively playing this game as much as I think it might seem like. And so it's like, at this point, you know, I think Gdom can kind of like do some knowledge checks here and there, like doing the drill from far away, for example, just to see if Fu moves closer, and maybe what Fu does on block as well.
Right, trying to blast Fu away. Oh no, you hop right over this man. Doesn't miss that FRC. There's the knockdown. Time to gas. And you get strong, baby. Give him that nice little back break on the old man. But
the guts hangs in there for the old man, and he gets one more year on his birthday cake by staying alive. That birthday cake's on fire, though, at this point.
It is, yeah. There's more candle than cake at this point.
Yeah. I hope you enjoy wax, old man. Ooh, but we're waxing and waiting for the better times here when Gdom had a life bar.
All right, good check. Here we go. Fu just going in and making it work. Right through the words, but a little too late. And now Gdom fighting back.
Yep, and put the words back on the screen here again. Ooh, tries to actually do the drill to try to bait out the flick. And I think Fu caught just like a little bit of wind of that and just reacted appropriately by not reacting.
Ooh. Oh, baby. Fu on the board. Round to pieces. Game number 1 here. As Fu is just, again, itching their way forward. 2D getting blown up. There's the overhead. Damage is starting to pound on. And the escape from Gdom. Here we go.
That was clean there, but I think we're starting to see those knowledge checks from Fu to say, what do you do on wake up? All right, I see what you're most scared of. Here's what I'm going to start working with instead. And I think the next time he's actually going to try to do an up grip. I'm calling it way now.
Okay, you're calling it way ahead of the game.
Yeah, I think he's going to heat knuckle. But if he gets there in the first place here, Gdom doing a great job pressuring in the corner here. There's no burst on Fu's side now.
Oh, but instead, managed to armor through just enough, gets the hit, gets the RC, gets the jump D. Didn't. Wow. Interesting. Maybe let go. I'm not sure.
I think the armor frames must have ran out at that point. I'm a little bit shocked myself.
Clean jump in into repressure. Great blocks from Fu. There's the gauntlet, but there's the block.
Ooh, okay, I thought he was going to go for the knowledge check. We're there with the 5D, but unfortunately gets pushed out just enough and can't continue the pressure there. And a nice 5P. We'll close it out for Fu, but Gdom is absolutely in there.
I think one of the last little things I saw, like Fu just taking the hit.
Yes.
You're putting up this pressure, and you want, like, Gdom wants Fu to block it, but getting hit by it makes the situation awkward.
Right.
And was able to clean up there. Now Fu, you know, with 1-up right now against Gdom, who is just trying to have this space here, trying to react accordingly, but it's not working out.
Ooh. All right, we got knockdown to the corner as well here. Gdom might not get much more opportunity to play at this rate. Fu's just kind of downloading as we go along here. Just say, yeah, even like a space out like that, for example, is just so good. And just, there's nothing you could have done there. You just had to accept that you were going to die.
The mile-high burst all the way in the sky. You might not be repping Colorado much anymore, but you bring that Colorado energy right with you here.
I've taught them the wrong lessons, oh no. But now we have the corner again here. Gdom has shown some good capabilities here. Tries to go for the command throw, but jumps out of it. I don't know if that would have reached from there, but I do like the attempt nonetheless. All right.
There we go. Fuzzy with the mix-up. Nice burst. Nice reaction here from Fu. Gdom walking right in, getting counter hit. Here we go.
All right. Ooh, what a tech throw. That was so good. Can't confirm it, unfortunately. All right.
Gets out of there. The big jump. I like it.
Yeah, nice 2H there, trying to just keep the pressure on, just kind of push out as much as possible. Yeah, and avoids the 6H that time as well. That's good awareness from Gdom and a great backdash as well.
So, fake slide head. Using the 6K,
I got.
Using that similar, but Gdom not falling for it. With the lively here, trying to get around and wants to tie things up, but the prayer comes through for Fu.
Oh no, there's going to be massive damage here. All right, jump in 6K. Oh no, jump in butt.
All right, pressure's on. Counter hit hits, and Potemkin with Fu as pilot makes it through over Gdom. Well done. We have 2 Potemkins in top 8, 1 in winner's side, 1 in the loser's side. Well done to Fu here.
Right. Fu's still got, once again, Fu's just very built different. Just still got that sauce in to say, look, I'm not exactly playing the matchup. I'm playing you as a player. If I can condition you in a specific way, look, your options universally are going to be jump or don't jump. So here we go with that, and I'm going to keep knocking it down to you. So it's all good stuff there.
Yeah, super well done. Excellently done from Fu, just really well played, and from Gdom as well on the main stage, especially with a lot of pressure playing that loser side. Really showcased their strength and got a lot of cool stuff that they could do in the future. But I believe with that rounds out our top 8.
That's
for
right.
who is all here for Plus R. And again, outside of like double Potemkin, it's really good variety. I mean, on the winner's side, we have ElvenShadow with the Purifyws. We have OmegaTomHanks with Potemkin.
XPHANTOM with
with
Order
Holy Order Soul. Yep, Haas is on there.
And I admit that I am actually forgetting the last one. We see so many good matches. I want to retain all these memories so I can sleep well tonight.
We're at Jam.
There we go.
Was that the Jam?
No. I think Jiga went down.
There you go.
Yeah. Unfortunately. So, yeah, we had Soup's Dizzy in there as well.
Yeah, Soup's Dizzy, really crushing it. Again, another hard times for Potemkin out there. But then loser side, Woocash with the Anji/Biken, Mahouko with the Bridget, Fu Potemkin, and then last but not least,
we have Mahouko with the Bridget. Sorry, someone yelled, "I love you," and I'm like, I also love rap. Oh my god. Then we have Mahouko with the Bridget there. Just absolutely going to be an exciting matchup. Maybe not so much for Fu, unfortunately, because you got to chase that down. But hey, that's not even a tomorrow problem. That's a today problem. We're going to be taking we're going to be taking a quick short break here, but we will be resuming at the top of the hour here. So take a moment to get yourself some snacks, relax a little bit, get yourself comfy, prop your feet up somewhere, because it's going to get exciting here as we hit top 8. We'll see you soon.
Get 10% off this weekend with code CEOtaku23 towards any custom CEOtaku controller or fight stick. Thank you to Controller Chaos for supporting this event. Returning for its 16th year as one of the biggest celebrations in Guilty Gear and all things fighting games, Frostyphows is now a full 4-day event wrapped into one convenient patch. With over 50 games featured, Frostyphows have something for every single fighting game fan. Registration goes live on October 11th at noon Central Time, so I hope to see you there. Because hey, that's actually me on the top right. See you at Frostyphows 2020.